Next, I'm going to provide some examples of transformations from a graph. First thing I want to do is I want to discuss really what's happening to each of these transformations. This is taking the original function and it's going to move it up 4. The second one is going to take the original function, shift it 4 to the right, and then reflect it vertically across the x-axis. So for B, I'm doing problem 9 out of the homework from this section. It says take your original function and shift it up 4. So for each one of the points on my graph, I'm just going to shift them up 4. So that would be 6. So take this point, which is at this y value, which is at 2. That y value now becomes 6. This y value, which is negative 2, is going to become a positive 2. Same with this one. And this y value that is at 2 becomes a 6. And that is the shift of adding 4 to the function. The second one has a series of 2 transformations. First one is I'm going to shift it to the right 4 and then reflect it across the x-axis. So I'm going to start here on the right. To go to the right 4, this 6 is going to become a 10, but I need to shift to reflect it across the x-axis. So that 2 becomes a negative 2. So there is my first point. 10 comma negative 2. Shift it to the right 4, which is going to give this a 4. But instead of being at negative 2, it is now going to become at positive 2. So this is going to be at 4 comma positive 2. This one right here, shift it to the right 4. Negative 2 plus 4 is 2. So that would be a 2, and that reflected becomes a positive 2, so 2 positive 2. You connect those lines right now. And this final point, shifted to the right 4, that becomes a 0, and that 2 becomes a negative 2. So that is the red graph. And that is the blue graph. So if they give you a graph, you just pick points that are easy to identify on your graph and then follow the rules. This one says shift to the right 2 and then reflect across the x-axis. This one said take the original function and shift it up 4.